Buying power is the amount of capital that you need to put up for a trade. When entering a trade, you will need to have a certain amount of capital set aside to be able to either buy or sell an option contract. The buying power is held by your broker and cannot be used for other trades, so you can think of buying power as money held in an escrow account. Keep in mind that your buying power is not borrowed money from your broker. When you are long the option, figuring out your buying power is simple since it is just the amount you paid for the contract. When you are short the option, figuring out your buying power is a bit more complex. Your broker will provide you with how much capital you will need to enter the trade, but it will not just be the price of the contract. When selling options, the buying power will generally be a multiple of the amount you receive in premium from the buyer. This is the case since if the position goes against you, you have the potential for a loss multiple times larger than the credit received. Typically, if you sell a 20 to 30 delta option, you will have to put up roughly 3 to 5 times the credit you receive. As mentioned in the basics of futures in the fundamentals section, span margin is used to calculate the amount of capital needed to enter the trade. This is especially important when you're looking to be a seller of options. Span margin sets the capital requirement based on the worst possible one-day move, so the more volatile the future is, the more money you will have to put up as a short option seller. This is because the likelihood of the underlying making larger moves is higher, so you'll need to put up more capital to make up for these potentially large moves. The last thing to keep in mind when understanding buying power is the risk to reward ratio for long versus short options. With long options, your risk is quite low and your reward is high because your initial investment is lower and you have the ability to make much more than your initial investment. With short options, your risk is quite high and your reward is low because your initial cash inflow is low and you have the ability to lose more money than you received. Thus, long options have a higher potential reward relative to risk, and short options have a lower potential reward relative to risk. This concept will be further explained in the next section.